guys, Mark the Mentor here, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and also hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the upcoming videos. In this video, I want to talk about company drivers versus owner-operators and why company drivers are the real winners right now. Also, if you're looking into getting into trucking right now, you might want to look at entering from the company standpoint, meaning signing up and working with a company versus diving into doing it for yourself, being your own owner operator and starting your own business. And I'll kind of explain why. Okay, so let's get straight to it. The reason why company drivers are the real winners right now is because they're not dealing with none of the costs that every owner operator is dealing with in America right now. You know, they're driving a company truck, so they're not paying for maintenance. They have fuel cards, they're not paying for this high fuel. You know, they're going where they're supposed to go, picking up the loads that they're told to pick up, dropping the loads off where they're supposed to drop them off, and they're repeating that cycle. And then at the end of the week, they're getting paid. They're not dealing with the financial burden and the financial stress that every single owner operator is dealing with right now in America. Every owner operator is dealing with it. All right, there's not an owner operator that's not kicking their tires every time they go to the pump right now. And believe it or not, I get asked every day. Every day I get asked how to get started into the trucking industry. How do I become an owner operator? Or people asking me questions in my DM or leaving comments about getting into the trucking industry. And like I said in other videos, like I'm not against free enterprise. I mean, I'm an owner operator with a fleet of trucks, you know, but you know, there's a good time of entry and then there's not a good time of entry. I don't understand why someone will want to get into this industry in the middle of an economical crisis where there's still a lot of uncertainty. You're paying triple the amount for a used truck. You're paying more for a used truck than what the truck costs new. Fuel is at an all-time high, and it doesn't seem like it's going back the other way anytime soon. It's supposed to even go higher, right? Maintenance on trucks are a lot higher. I'm hearing they're charging as much as $300 an hour at some truck places. And that's even if you can get into a truck place. Like a lot of these truck places are short on labor and backed up. Parts are, you know, supply chain on certain parts are behind. You know, it's just a cluster F right now, you know? It's not something that if you're new, like this is not the time to enter. And I know there's people that are saying, you know what, there's never a right time, or it's what you make of it. Man, you have to look at the people that are saying that. You have to look at what they're getting out of telling you that now is the right time. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person who's been in this game for 13 years. I'm an owner operator. The only reason that I'm able to really stay afloat right now is by the grace of God. My trucks are all paid for. If I would have jumped into this game last year and I would have a high finance rate on one truck, I would be screwed right now. So I know the game. I know the numbers, you know, and I'm looking at my numbers, right? And I own my trucks and my numbers are not looking good. Like, man, fuel is killing me. Fuel is killing me. It's killing me. You know what I'm saying? There is a YouTuber. He's one of the big YouTubers. I'm not going to say his name, but you guys can do some research. Just Google trucking company shuts down. There's a big YouTuber that shut his trucking company down today. He's probably like the second biggest trucking YouTuber. The first one is the Asia My guy, and then there's this other guy. I'm going to say his name, Toe Piglet. He might be the second. I know he got like 160,000 subscribers, but he shut down. And one of the main reason he shut down is because his insurance doubled. And that's another thing. Insurance costs are going up. My insurance just renewed a month ago, and my insurance, it didn't double like his, but my insurance definitely went up, and my insurance goes down every year. I haven't had any occurrences on my insurance since 2017. My insurance has been, none of my trucks have gotten into any accidents or anything since 2017, and my insurance has been going down a little bit every year, but this year went up. Why? Because the cost of living is up. So to the new guys that are thinking about entering this industry and you're watching this video, my suggestion is if you really want to get into this industry, I think it's best. And once again, I support free enterprise. I'm an owner, operator, I'm an entrepreneur myself, but it's probably best to enter into this industry. If you really want to get in, it's probably best to enter as a company driver. It's probably best right now to enter as a company driver, man. Every day there's trucking companies going out of business. Every single day. And it just may not, it's just not, it's just not wise to invest into. It's just imagine trying to open a, you know what, imagine opening a restaurant February of 2020. Imagine a person who had a grand opening of a restaurant February of 2020 for a month later to have to shut down. Or imagine someone trying to open a restaurant in the latter part of 2020 where there was still a lot of uncertainty about what Corona was, when things were trying to open back up, and they shut everything down again, you know, in the winter. So if you saw people get crushed earlier in that year that opened a restaurant right before Corona, and then they're saying, okay, the summertime they open the world back up a little bit, but they say, you know what, Corona's gonna spike up again in the winter, and we might go back to a shutdown. Would you really want to invest money into open a restaurant up right before the winter of 2020 when they're saying, you know what, it's gonna spike back up again and everything's gonna get shut back down in the winter? You would think about it, right? That's kind of how the trucking industry is right now. So with everything that's going on right now and the uncertainty of what's to come, it's probably best to just sign on with one of these big companies, your Schneiders, your J.B. Hunts, your Swifts, and all these big companies, because guess what? They can absorb these fuel costs a lot better than you can, a lot better than I can, and a lot better than any other owner operator, right? Because they set the tone. You know what? They deal with the customer on a first-hand basis, where you as the owner operator, you don't. Your plate is getting ate off of before it even gets to you. Fuel goes up. Big company like Schneider that deals with Walmart, they deal with other big companies. Guess what? Cost of fuel's up. We're going up, right? And then what does the customer do? Walmart or all these other big carriers, Family Dollar, Dollar General, all these big consumer stores that Schneider and J.B. Hunt deals with. Fuel goes up, Schneider goes up, passes along to the big company, and guess what the company does? They go up on the customer, right? Fuel goes up, a bar of soap costs $1, fuel goes up, next time you go to the store, it's $1.50. Goes up again, it's $2. Owner operator, you don't go up. You accept what's offered to you. Either accept it or you don't. Look, this load is paying $1.80. You want it or you don't. You don't have a say so. It's either you're gonna accept it or you don't. I think the key right now to surviving is just to weather the storm and to hold on to what you have. Hold on to what you have. Try to weather this storm and make smart decisions as an owner operator. Smart decisions could be just being content with what you have and not trying to scale up, or being mindful of what loads you accept. You know, do your math. Just don't accept anything, man. Know what you're making. There's a lot of people out there that just accept loads and they don't even know how to calculate their cost. You know, just be smart. You know, be smart, and that's the best advice I can give to owner operators right now. To new guys that are interested in coming in, seriously look into signing on with the company. You know, this storm ain't gonna last forever. It's not gonna last forever. But you know, now is probably not the time to jump into trucking as an owner operator when you see a bunch of owner operators that are trying to weather the storm. I'm looking at news segments of owner operators. I'm talking about grown men that are crying on the news because it's so bad they're failing. They're potentially about to lose everything and go out of business, you know? And it's sad. And it's sad. It's very sad. You know what I'm saying? It's very sad. Business is about timing. Business is about timing. And a lot of people jumped into the industry at the wrong time. A lot of the guys that have been in the industry for a while, like the guys that have been in the industry for a while, they're like even me, like I'm complaining, but like I'm not going out of business. I'm complaining because stuff is too high. Most of the guys that I see that are really, really having a rough time right now are the guys that entered into the industry within the last year to year and a half. They entered in at the wrong time. It just goes back to the example I used a little while ago. Imagine opening a restaurant in 2020. I don't care what time in 2020. It could have been prior to the pandemic, January or February. It could have been doing, like, why would you open a restaurant when they shut restaurants down? Why would you open a restaurant in the summer or in the fall of 2020? You know, like it wouldn't have made sense, right? So that's just like entering into trucking right now as an owner operator. It's like, is that a smart decision? You know, it may be best to enter as a company driver, learn the business, get paid, don't deal with the stress that guys like me are dealing with and other guys are dealing with, or guys that entered into the industry in the last year that are really stressed out. You know, go learn the business, get paid, don't deal with the stress, go home on the weekends, or if you're local, go home every day and enjoy your life. Let the big companies deal with the financial burden of the fuel and everything else, because guess what? They're not really dealing with it. They're just passing they're just passing it to the customer, and then the customer is passing it to the consumer at the point of purchase. So man, you know, I'm gonna end this video. You know, go down below to the link I got for Instagram. I got another link down below for TikTok. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, also hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the upcoming videos. Leave comments in this comment section, and I'm out.
True story, new story, 2-story condo, B&B, 4 bath.